Welcome. Looks like everyone's here. That was perfect, just like we timed that. Would you please turn your phones off? I've got that here on my notes. I turned mine as well. That was a plan. I set that up. Perfect. A little housekeeping. It is a little warm, so perfect that we have the programs that you can fan yourself. Also, if you'd like to get some water out here, you're welcome to it. There's a bathroom right around the corner if you go out this door and turn to the right. It is a co-ed bathroom, but there are separate stalls. If you want a specific men and women bathroom, there are more downstairs. Have a seat. Did anybody else just get really excited? That's not on my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, guests, students, former students, leave these on. Ellen. I don't see any others. Former. And the graduating class of QSI International School of Pápa. Welcome to this wonderful occasion. Today we gather in Pápa, Hungary, here at Eszterházy Castle, to celebrate the achievements of our graduates from 3 different nations who have thrived in the embrace of our global community. Yutong, far literally and figuratively, from where she grew up in China. Max, the epitome of Swedish cool. And Selena, the embodiment of Norwegian grace and resilience. These graduates are a testament to the beauty of cultural diversity. Their unique backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences will forever shape them beyond these castle walls. As we say goodbye, we also celebrate their accomplishments, applaud their stick-to-itiveness, particularly these last few weeks, and recognize the international friendships that they've made. I'm proud of all of you and look forward to seeing where you'll go. I now have the privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Hall Commander Colonel Peter Soderstrom. Peter is an individual who has accomplished remarkable feats throughout his career. His journey began in the skies as he served as a fighter pilot for the Swedish Air Force. He continued to push boundaries and test the limits of aviation as a Gripen test pilot, fearlessly venturing into uncharted territory to ensure the safety and efficiency of cutting-edge aircraft. Not content with conquering the skies alone, Peter also left audiences in awe as a vegan pilot dazzling crowds with breathtaking aerial displays and air shows high above. But his talents extend far beyond the realm of aviation. He is also a formidable athlete, having earned multiple pentathlon gold medals, a testament to his physical prowess, discipline, and unwavering determination. In recent years, Peter has held positions of leadership. He is a colonel in the Swedish Air Force, leading with distinction. Those leadership skills did not go unnoticed, leading him to be appointed as the vice commander of the Heavy Airlift Wing here in Pápa in 2019 for 2 years, followed by him assuming the role of Hall Commander until now, with a change of command coming in a couple of weeks when he will eventually move back to Sweden. We will miss you. Peter and his wife Jenny have been unwavering supporters of our school since arriving in Pápa. Their dedication to education and the community has been instrumental in maintaining a positive atmosphere throughout. I don't know if they know how much we appreciate them, so I'm reminding you here. Thank you. And I appreciate their son Victor for filming every graduation we've had here at Eszterházy. Thank you, Victor, who also shows values and leadership like his parents. Beyond Peter's professional accomplishments, there are aspects of him that you might not be aware of. He is an avid cyclist, finding solace in the great outdoors while challenging himself physically. Additionally, he possesses a hidden talent in the culinary arts, delighting family and friends with his exquisite dishes. I've had his reindeer. It was excellent. And let's not forget that behind the uniform and soaring through the skies, Peter also enjoys the simplicity of owning a tractor. But I'll let him tell you more about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present to you Colonel Peter Soderstrom, a true embodiment of courage, skill, leadership, and versatility. His achievements and dedication serve as an inspiration to us all. Please join me in warmly welcoming him.
Thank you, Mr. Sanders. That was maybe a little bit too much, but okay. Thank you very much for inviting me to give a speech today. It's, of course, an honor for me to be here today on this very special day. So, Maximilian, Selina, Yutong, and I will also include Albin in this. Ladies and gentlemen, graduation is a big day. When I think about graduation, I remember the feeling I had when I graduated. It was similar to when I received my driving license and for the first time drove away without an instructor. The seat next to me was empty. I was by myself. It was up to me where I wanted to go, to keep the speed limits, to stop at the stoplight and yield when necessary. It was a feeling of freedom, but also a feeling of responsibility and achievement. Today I'm standing here as the Hall Commander, and I'm a bit jealous. I'm the old guy in the room. Just about to finish my career, and you're about to start yours. You have so much to look forward to, and there are so many options you will have to choose between, which will configure your future. And that is absolutely wonderful. It's a prime time of life, and the future is yours. I wish I could tell you exactly what to do, or how to think, or on your way forward, but there are no key answers on what's right or wrong when you decide on your next chapter in life. But I will share some of my experiences that might inspire or maybe helpful for any of you. I think you all know Martin Luther King, what he said from the steps from the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. I have a dream, maybe a little bit different way, and I think you have dreams as well. I had mine when I grew up, and actually that did not include to become a pilot. So I wanted to be a farmer. Thank you for not laughing. Okay, that's fine. I worked at the farm, actually. So my parents, they divorced when I was 11, 12, and we had a summer house just next to a farm, and the farmer saw that I needed some, support or something to do. So he offered me a summer job. I was actually only 12. And he taught me how to drive the tractor, milk the cows, work on the fields, and I just loved it. I wanted to become a farmer all the way up in senior high school, actually. I didn't have a farm or a tractor, and those are normally quite expensive to buy. So the only option for me was to meet the daughter of a farmer and marry myself into the farming. But as you know, I failed on that one. So I started to become an engineer. And in Sweden, to become an engineer in senior high school, you need to add a fourth year, actually. And the last year, you do some practice out on some bureau or something. And I did my practice on a construction bureau. And when I was there, I wasn't totally convinced that this is what I want to do, because the atmosphere wasn't what I was hoping or thinking or expecting. They were just there for the money. And I felt, oh, okay, maybe not an engineer. So, but back in the days, my uncle, he had a flight certificate. So when I was even younger than 12, he took me up in his Cessna 172 to fly, and coming back to the school saying that, oh, I hold a stick in an aircraft, that was super cool. So that was a dream I also had somewhere back, but I didn't believe in applying for an Air Force pilot. That was just too difficult. How could I pass all the tests? It's only for Superman. But my uncle actually convinced me to apply, and 36 years after starting in the Air Force, I'm still in the Air Force, living my second dream, and I'm not a Superman. A couple of lessons I learned I'd like to share after working for a long time, which has become guidelines for me through life. It's of course up to you whether they are useful or not, but they have helped me throughout my career. So, and the first one is give it a chance. If you never try, you will never know if you could have made it or not. My mother, she taught me that you have a no, but you can change it to a yes. That's actually something to think about. Believe in yourself. You can do much more than you think. You know, when I'm out running with Jenny and she said, stop it, I don't want to run anymore. And I tell her, yeah, you have about 50% more to give. Of course, she's angry at me, but it's actually true. You can do more than you think. Accept that we are all different. We have different skills, and don't compare too much with others. Believe in yourself. It's the diversity that builds a strong team, not that we all look the same. It's human to do mistakes. We all do mistakes. I've done a lot of mistakes. Maybe you have as well. Be open about it. That might help others to prevent him or her to do the same. In the military, we call it just culture. It's actually a good thing, and it's human to do mistakes. Intelligence. Don't feel less smart just because another person calculates quicker than you or knows a lot about everything. I would argue intelligence is much more than problem solving, being analytic, or memorizing numerous decimals for p, for example. I think intelligence is much more than that. For example, your practical skills are also showing how smart your brain is controlling and coordinating your body. You all know Zlatan Ibrahimovic, right? So yeah, he's super smart in controlling his leg, his feet, and the ball to get it into the goal. So that's also intelligence. We have our different senses as well, which, for example, helps producing a fantastic meal to become a chef. And we have emotional intelligence as well, which I think is really important to be able to know and how to interact with others. Communicate. Difficult to solve any issue without talking to each other. And with that, it's easy to get lost in social media. I think it's important to meet in person. Sometimes you have to meet in person and communicate with each other. Help others. If you get the possibility, help others. If you do, you will receive help as well when you need. And helping others is a fantastic feeling. So some of the most important missions here in Papa I've done has been about helping others. So evacuating people from Kabul or supporting people down in Turkey after the earthquake. The feeling afterwards, it's outstanding. I learned a lot from sports as well. I think some of it is also applicable in other than sports situations. So being successful doesn't come by itself. You need to work hard and stay focused. In general, we often focus on our strongest capacities to make those even better. But in the end, we often actually succeed depending on our weakest abilities. I learned from being active in decathlon and pentathlon that ending up at the top of the podium was usually dependent on how I managed on my weakest event. A pretty good lowest result would actually take me to the top. So I will not challenge you anymore with my own experiences on what to do or not to do. I know you will create your own guidelines, but perhaps some of the lessons I at least learned could be useful for you as well. So what happened with the dream inside me, with the farmer? Well, it's still a dream. And now when I retire, I have Jenny by my side, and I actually have a tractor waiting for me in the garage. So you never know. Max, it makes me proud that you applied for the military service, especially since the service you will do is in the northern part of Sweden. That is perfect. That is a perfect challenge, and you will learn and develop a lot. So good luck, Max. Selina, I heard you're pursuing a career in culinary arts and want to become a chef. Let me know when you open your restaurant, and I promise Victor and we will come there and visit. Yutong, I'm glad you have plans for the summer and some ideas for your future. I'm sure everyone looks forward to see you at the top of whatever you decide to do, maybe something with arts, anywhere in the world. So good luck to you as well. Albin is here as well. All the best to you, Albin. Finding a job when you come back to Linköping, working and earning money gives you freedom and helps to fulfill your dreams. So once again, congratulations to our graduates. Good luck with the next phase of your lives. Congratulations also to all the parents. I know you are extremely proud a day like this. Finally, thanks to QSI for the remarkable job you do here in Papa and for today's graduation. So happy graduation. Thank you very much.
efter stigen till toppen av världen. Mamma sa, lille bastard, du är en gåva från en prins på genomresa. Gör något jag aldrig klarar. Stig till toppen av världen, där änglar leker. Visst efter varje smäll, du har en ängel på din axel. Din tid kommer, din tid kommer. Jag ser fågeln som river upp världen. Jag ser havet bli rött, en säng på dårhuset. Väntar på mig någon gång med oceanerna i mina ögon. Det finns en plats, jag vet att ingen bryr sig om den. Den är bara min, bakom ögonlocken. Skulle ta dig dit. Vägen var rak, men vägen är skruvad som en psykopat. Min vän, stig till toppen av världen, där änglar leker. Res dig efter varje smäll.
Men vänta nu.
Din tid kommer. Din tid kommer. Din tid kommer.
Can you hear me calling out your name?
show. You know that I'm proud and I can't get the words out. I wanna be with you everywhere. I wanna be with you everywhere. Something's happening to me. My friends say I'm acting peculiarly. Come on, baby, you better make a start. You better make it soon before you break my heart. I wanna be with you everywhere. I wanna be with you everywhere. Can you hear me calling out your name? You know that I'm falling and I don't know what to say. Come along, baby, we better make a start. You better make it soon before you break my heart. I wanna be with you everywhere. I wanna be with you everywhere. I wanna be with you everywhere.
We do something a little different here in this graduation. We've been doing the last few years, and not only is it warming, but it's also a lot of fun. We ask our parents to introduce the students to give their speeches. So I would like to invite Xiao Wei, Yutong's mother, to introduce Yutong.
Oh, sorry, my glass. 女士们、先生们、同学们，下午好！时光飞逝，4年弹指一挥间。还记得2019年8月22日那个下午，我们一家4口去学校参观的情景，遥远而又清晰。这么快，今天我们就要挥手说再见了。
Ladies, gentlemen, and students, good afternoon. Time flies. 4 years have passed in the blink of an eye. I still remember the afternoon of August 22nd, 2019. Our family of 4 visited QSI Pápa for the first time. It was a long time ago, but the memories are still vivid. And all too soon, we wave goodbye today.
4年前，刚踏进学校的你还是一个天真的青春美少女，如今已出落成漂亮而知性的大姑娘。在4年的学习生涯中，你徜徉在知识的海洋里，自由地泛舟书海，丰富了学识和才艺，同时也收获了宝贵的师生情和同学谊。妈妈真心替你高兴，并感到骄傲。
4 years ago, Yutong, when you first entered school, you were still an innocent girl. But now you have grown into a beautiful and intellectual young lady. During the 4 years of study, you wandered in the ocean of knowledge, sailed freely in the sea of books, enriched your knowledge and talents, and also gained valuable friendships with your teachers and classmates. As your mom, I'm really happy and proud of you.
我和你爸对你和哥哥的教育理念就是：第一，要身体好，心智健康；第二，做一个自食其力、对社会有所贡献的人。虽然在你们成长过程中，中国式的教育方式经常伴随着你们，也少了些理解与尊重，但请你们谅解，作为父母，这么多年来，我们一直坚守着这2点教育理念，全力而为，使你们健康成长。看到今天的你，我喜极而泣，问心无愧。
As your parents, our educational philosophy for you and your brother is, first, to be in good physical health and mental health. Second, to be a self-reliant person who contributes to society. As you were growing up in the Chinese educational system, we may not have given you enough understanding and respect, but please understand that as parents, we have been sticking to these 2 educational concepts for so many years and have made great efforts to provide you a healthy, growing environment. Looking at you today, I weep with joy, knowing that we have made the right decisions.
雨桐从小就是一个善良、勇敢、独立、爱恨分明、有思想的孩子。在我微信朋友圈里，对雨桐的成长一一都有记录。这些文字和照片都是妈妈生命中最宝贵的珍藏，当然也会是你今后最美好的回忆。
Yutong has been kind, brave, independent, sometimes stubborn, and thoughtful since she was a child. Looking back at social media to see Yutong's growth, to hear her words, and to see her actions, I realize what precious treasures all of these moments have been in a mother's life.
非常遗憾，今天爸爸和哥哥没能来参加你的毕业典礼，但请你记住，无论你身处何方，我们3个人都永远爱你、欣赏你，会竭尽全力帮助你、支持你。家永远是为你遮风挡雨的港湾。
It's a pity that your dad and brother couldn't come to your graduation ceremony today, but please remember that no matter where you are, the 3 of us will always love you, appreciate you, and will do everything we can to help you and support you. And home will always be your harbor for shelters you wish to shelter you from the wind and the rain.
再过2天，你就满18岁成年了。妈妈不再是你的监护人，但从今以后，我想努力成为你最好的朋友，知心的妈妈，成为最懂你的倾诉对象。以后的日子里，妈妈希望你时刻检视自己的言行，继续培养良好的修养，在人生旅途中持续不懈的学习，无惧困难，自信而坚定，勇敢追求，实现自己的梦想。
In 2 days, you will be 18 years old, and I will no longer be your guardian. But from now on, I want to try my best to be your best friend, your intimate mother, and the one who understands you best. In the days to come, I hope that you will always examine your words and deeds. Continue being a lifelong learner. Continue to learn unremittingly in the journey of life. Be fearless of difficulties. Be confident and firm, and bravely pursue and achieve your dreams.
疫情下的人生活和学习非常艰难，但你在老师的帮助下，通过自己的努力，今天顺利毕业。妈妈祝贺你！最后，祝你身体健康，好运伴你一生。谢谢大家。
Life and study under the epidemic has been very difficult, but with the help of your teachers and through your own efforts, you have successfully graduated today. Congratulations to you. Lastly, I wish you good health and good luck throughout your life. Thank you all. Let's now introduce you
于
two.
东。
Okay. Sorry. So, thanks my mom's speech. And for those who may not know me, my name is Yu Tong Li, and it's right here. Oh, sorry, the thing's falling down. And I'm very happy to stand here as a graduate, ready to begin an exciting new chapter in my life. And a few months ago, I was asked to write a graduation speech. I was super nervous because I'm not sure what to write and where to start. I really could write a whole book about my high school life. So shall we begin chapter 1? No. Don't worry. I'm not going to read your book. I have to catch a train after graduation, so I don't have time either. So I changed the content of my speech many times, the tones and the topics I added. While I was writing my speech, I feel like everything just like my life. When you put effort, the results don't always shows up. I bumped and crashed, and those things filled in my life. So my speech will explain life through the lens of design of work. Before design a product, any product, you need to understand some basics, such as the context that the product will be used in, the things that required, and the ideas of the background of the product. In China, there is so many pressure to be success. The class starts at 7:20 in the morning and until 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening. So this is so much pressure to get the best grade. Many my parents' friends were joking on social media saying that I'm playing at the same time my Chinese classmates, they are studying. Well, it meant to be a joke, but it also feel like a criticism. There are many ways to be successful. In the Chinese system, you can be successful, but I'm very happy I have to be introduced in a different education model at QSI Pápa. This system will make me more successful for what I want to do in the future. So I'm very grateful for my parents who gave me an opportunity and for always supporting me and help me. Also, QSI changed me. QSI opened me to art and helped me realize my talent. Earlier, I said that I will use designing a product for my whole speech. The context of the speech must be understood. QSI took the time to understand my context. Compared to Chinese system, the learning task at QSI was not heavy at all, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. My teacher got to know me and understood where I come from. My teachers knew the best about my English, especially when I first arrived here. I was afraid of speaking, especially some grammatic mistakes. And I was not good at communication at all. With the continuous help of the teachers, I began to learn English, and I continue to grow in daily communications. So, and now I'm here standing to give a speech. So Thank you, Mr. Michael and Ms. Merlin, to help with my English. And I'm just gonna mention every teacher's name who had a huge impact. Based on the product outlined mentioned earlier, we need to think about the themes of the product. We need to add a little color to my product, right? So this is where I combine my interests and my future life thinking. Throughout high school, I was in a journey of self-discovery, explore variety interests, and taking myself into different subjects. There's an old saying that interest is the best teacher. The problem was that I was interested in everything until I know I love something. Some might argue with that knowing a bit about everything, it means knowing nothing. But I have learned the value of having a wide range of interests and skills. I have invested my time in music and product design. I have mastered 5 instruments and I have some design related business going before. So thank you, Ms. Callahan, and also my online AP art design teachers. So these interests developed when I was in secondary 3 during the COVID lockdown. It was time used well. I started thinking about drawing myself, using my finger to design merchandise and posters in my phone. I discovered that my love is design, and foreseeing my final product become real after changing it many times. Each piece of work also reflects the uniqueness of my personality, and every work will have difficult or challenges. In addition to my artistic development, I experienced things in school I never thought possible, some academic, some physical. On campus, in my final last year QSI, I had 3 QS online courses. It was through it was exploration that I realized the great value of independent study and persistence, as well as how to balance time and maintain communication with online teachers. Outside of the outside of the campus, I had our week result walls. Because of the pandemic, this is my first week result wall go to Germany. And I challenged my physical fitness with building boats, hiking, and also climb the mountains. Although the previous PE training was also challenging. So thank you, Miss Aniko, because I was able to impress myself taking 400 meters and being the third place in whole secondary at the Swedish Sports Day. Okay, final, we are ready for the last check about the product. So to be honest, I'm not the best at science and math. So I thank Mr. Stelly to be patient to answer my dumb questions. And or Mr. Lyon, who taught me math before he left. And I hope you're watching the live streams. Because although it's not fair to say it, you made my weakness subject to my favorite. And about my study hall teachers, which is Mr. Hall and Mr. Patrick, I'm very happy to chat with you while I was not doing my homework and just chilling in the classroom. And also for after school clubs, my Hungarian club teacher, Miss Julia, thank you for one-on-one special Hungarian teaching. And also the best cooking club forever, Miss Jennifer. Okay, and Also, something about my classmates, especially my bestie, Uni, even she's not here, unfortunately, but she brought me the most precious friendship. I wish you the best in the future and keep going. So for next year's graduates, please continue to work hard. There's just one more year to go, so get ready for graduation. And some last words for the graduates. I want to say, great, we all finished it, and good job, well done. Thank you. So now I would like to introduce Max's parents, which is Mr. and Mrs. Ang. Sorry.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Maximilian grew up in Stockholm, Sweden. You had a normal life. You went to the local preschool, kindergarten, local school, just like anybody else. But at the age of 9, we uprooted you and moved to London. All 9-year-olds in Sweden take English, but very basic English at that stage. So we made sure he knew that, well, how to say I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and so forth.
So, but after the first few months at Pinnewood in the UK, the teacher praised Maximilian for reading all the time. Whenever he was in class, he had his nose in a book. Then, of course, it turned out that that was just his way to hide away. So he was not doing those things. However, after a few months, he started speaking English with proper Queen's English, however, with a horrible Watford accent.
That has changed. You told us just a few months ago he went to the local pub with his one of his best friends, Logan. Logan is American, and here's the Swede. And they went in there and they introduced themselves. Well, I'm Swedish. Well, we are Swedish and American. And half the pub thought that Maximilian was the American and Logan was the Swede. That's what Palinka does to you, I think.
So we are very impressed and very proud of you, from integrating in London to Rome, and then we know that you're not simply found of our choice with little Papa, but going through that, and also you have endured, as we heard, through the pandemics, with all the curfews and the hordes that came with that. So well done.
We are so proud of you. You are a fantastic, intelligent son. You have a fantastic dry humor, we just love. And you have a businessman in here, definitely. And we knew that from a very young age. There was this fundraising at the school, and they were selling small jars of saffron, high quality saffron. And Maximilian came home with a box of 10 jars in them. And I asked him, well, how much are you going to charge for these? And he said, Mom, the school wants me to charge about $10 for a jar, but I'm going to charge 12 because I'm keeping $2 for myself. And you have proven to be a good businessman after that as well, with some very bright ideas and some perhaps not so good ones.
So who is Maximilian? Well, as you saw on some of the videos, quite a good football goalie, a very good basketball player, a decent MMA fighter, a good ping pong player, and also, as some of his recent friends will know, He's also a computer gamer. But he's also into the culinary arts. So you are one of the persons who would save up your money to go to places like Nubu. You would buy Gucci clothes. You will also spend hours in the kitchen cooking to get the best broth for the ramen. But that also have put some things. So you're the master or king of procrastination. So apparently runs in the family. But so for the first semester, you're also a decent chess player, as some of you know. But the thing is, he only played chess. So he spent his last semester to actually conduct 2 semesters. So you had like 5 days off the entire semester just to catch up. But finally, you're here.
So you're a Swede with a Chinese and a Norwegian in Hungary at an American high school. So you will always and forever be an American graduate.
However, you're also Swede, with roots in Sweden, so that makes you also a Swedish student.
And this mix of a student is probably heading for Asia after finishing your military service in Sweden. So you're a true global citizen, and we're so proud of you.
And this was, of course, not been possible without the QSI. So thank you very much, teachers. Mr. Sanders, thank you for the kind words. Peter, thank you for the kind words. So thank you.
2 years ago, we stood here and did a high five when we celebrated our daughter, Ellen. And it's time again to do a high five, I think. This time for you. We are so proud of you.
So this is our job done. Over and out. Double high five.
Thank you so much for those kind words. So, dear distinguished guests, parents, families, friends, and fellow graduates, let us pause here today to reflect on the path that has brought us here. We've all worked hard to get here, and we've all overcome obstacles and problems along the way. We have devoted endless hours to studying, producing papers, and revising for tests. We've stayed up late and gotten up early trying to balance our academic and personal lives. We have experienced both the highs and the lows of success and failure, but we have persevered despite everything. We credit our success to the people who have helped us along the way. Our families, friends, and teachers have served as pillars of support and encouragement to us. They had faith in us and encouraged us to be the best versions of ourselves. They've applauded our victories and consoled us when we have failed. They have taught us important life lessons that have helped form us into the people we are today. As some of you might know, I've spent all my high school years at QSI, and I have developed great relationships with both my teachers and my fellow students. And I remember when I first came to QSI, I felt very welcomed. I felt like everything was normal. It was a normal school. Until I walked into Mr. Stilly's class where he was conducting a lecture on physics, and he ran into the wall. That was when I realized that I wasn't really going to a school I was used to. I grew to love that science class and the weird shenanigans involved with it. And another class that I enjoyed and felt very welcomed in was Mr. Michael's English class, where I acquired a broader vocabulary and a better fashion sense. I also acquired a range of musical skills thanks to Miss Callahan, who passed down her professional gong knowledge to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Another class that I also grew to love was Miss Muirley's class, where I exchanged knowledge of how to pronounce my last name for history and geography knowledge. All jokes aside, I would like to thank each and every teacher that I've had throughout my high school career, and I apologize to every single one of them for plaguing them with my incredible ability to procrastinate and turn assignments in late. But anyway, let us carry the knowledge and abilities we've gained during our academic journey with us as we go forward. We've developed critical thinking talents, problem-solving capabilities, and a passion for knowledge. We have improved our creativity, communication skills, and teamwork. These abilities will be useful as we move on into our lives. For us, the future promises limitless possibilities. We will face new problems and barriers, but we will overcome them with perseverance and resolve. We have the ability to accomplish big things and have a positive impact on the world. Let us recall the beliefs and concepts that have guided us thus far while we pursue our aspirations. Let us strive for greatness while remaining loyal to ourselves and our convictions. Let us not overlook the importance of giving back to our communities as we commemorate this historic day. We owe it to the world to use our education and talents to make a difference. Let us treat people with kindness, compassion, and empathy, and work together to make the world a better place for future generations. I'd like to congratulate each and every one of my 2 classmates. Yeah. We have done something absolutely exceptional, and we should be proud of ourselves. I wish you all the best as you embark on the next chapter of your lives, and I'm looking forward to seeing what amazing things you will accomplish. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce my neighbor, Mr. and Mrs. Andersen. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tommy Anderson, and this is Anita Anderson and Eliana Anderson. We are Selena's very proud parents, and of course this. So this is a big day. First, we would like to congratulate graduates on completing high school. The amount of work and energy you guys have put into your work is astonishing. Well done, all of you. Albert Einstein is said to be a very smart man. And he said, education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. What I believe Mr. Einstein tries to say is this: education is what you are. When what you learned at school has been integrated into your persona and you no longer remember it being something you learned at school, then you are educated on that matter or subject. Does that take time? Of course it does. A lifetime even. Life is education. If you can embrace and see the beauty in this, you will never cease to learn and educate yourself, and the possibilities the world has to offer will be there for the taking. Second, the teachers of QSI. You are indeed incredible. Thank you so much for your professionality, passion, and patience in teaching and developing our young adults, not only in academia, but also in behavior, ethics, and morale. Again, thank you so much. Selena, here we are. This day has been 19 years in making, 13 years of schoolwork and long hours of study. There were so many things we wanted to say, so many things we worried we didn't teach you, that we didn't say to you, and that we should have. We must trust that after all this time, energy, stress, and tears for the past 19 years, it has prepared you for the next step in life. We are going to be honest, we have been through all our emotion during these last months, preparing for this day, and we have somewhat been a little bit anxious to it, but okay. The day our girl for real becomes a part of the adult world, we have tried, but putting all our emotions into words have proven more difficult than expected. Our feelings have been high and low, good and bad, happy and sad, all rolled into one big ball of chaos, but a good kind of chaos, because we wouldn't want to be without these feelings, because they are all you, and we love all of you. So who is she? What describes this beautiful young woman? As a kid, Selena was always quiet, careful, and a little bit drawn back girl. She has never had a big host of friends, but always a couple of really close and good ones. Friends that lasted. Selena has always been very artistic. We are talking about drawing, painting, and creating stuff. She was good at this as a child and still is. She was also super into animals. If she didn't watch an animal show, she played with an animal toy. If she didn't play with an animal toy, she pretended to be an animal. The latter wasn't too cool for us as parents. Every time we asked her something or said something, she replied by saying woof or meow. And it ended up being a rather unproductive conversation, to be honest. The animal fascination disappeared, though, over the years, but the artistic one interest remained, even today. At the age of 8, Selena became a big sister to Eliana. This was a huge change for her and all of us. The age gap was pretty big, but she took the role as good as any parent could wish for, and she has become a better sister day by day. She is indeed a very good role model for Eliana, and it is lovely to see them together. Later on, we would say we have been lucky, because when Selena reached her teenage years, we were spared the heavy acting out we feared for so many years. She remained the quiet kind, a nice girl. Now we just hope it will be passed on to the other one. As she grew through her teenage years, Selena proved to be very mindful and interested in justice or fairness and equality. These are values that still help define her. All of this and more has made her the young woman she is today. If someone would ask us to describe her, we would say she is strong, smart, fair, kind, and loving. So what's next? The future. The ability to tackle the future lies in the past. You have proven over and over that you are well equipped to overcome obstacles in your path, in your own way and manner, that is. Even as a little girl, you managed this. We didn't always know if you were facing any troubles or were having a tough time, but when we finally found out, or you finally told us, you had already fixed it. In your youth, you started playing handball, a highly competitive and rough sport, not only between and against the other teams, but also within your own team as well. The environment on the team you were playing for weren't exactly positive and welcoming, but you handled it as good as could be done, not engaging in trivial, unimportant conflicts and disagreements. You stayed professional. Junior high through high school sophomore year wasn't exactly easy either. Bad class environment, poisonous you called it, and poor learning conditions. Still, you pulled through, got the grades you needed, and got the spot you wanted for your high school junior year. Moving to Pápa, that was something new. We remember when we asked you about it, how you would feel about moving. You didn't hesitate. You immediately said, let's do it. Moving to a new country, studying at an international school with an American curriculum, be a part of a multinational community, a lot of different cultures, languages, mindsets, etc., etc. The growth we have seen is astonishing, both socially and academically. Whatever you have lost back in Norway by being here, you have gained tenfold in personal development. These are just some examples of the obstacles you have faced and overcome in the past. If you combine the experiences of how you have overcome the things you have, there is no doubt in our minds and hearts that you will succeed in life. The future can be rough, so be mindful, ready, and positive towards the challenges that lies ahead. But remember, no matter how old you are or how far away you are, we will always be there to help you, guide you, comfort you, support, and love you. We will always wish you the best and believe in you. Yet again, congratulations, Elena. Words cannot explain how proud we are or how much we love you. Thank you all.
And just to let you know, you're mine.
Wow. Hello. So for those who may not know me, I am Selena Andersen. I've been a student at QSI Pápa for the last 2 years. And now that I'm leaving QSI, I plan to begin culinary school in Stavanger, Norway. In culinary school, I aspire to explore different cooking techniques and better my skills as a chef, and eventually earn my dream of opening my own restaurant. I've been really nervous about my speech, especially after reading important speeches in AP language with Mr. Michael. I didn't want it to sound formal or impersonal, like those made by dead presidents or when going through an AP exam instruction. Instead, I wanted it to be a true reflection of myself. So I want you to join me at my future restaurant. Imagine a cozy space just like this room, just maybe without the pictures of everyone, and with lovely customers just like the people in this room. Take a moment to absorb yourself in the culinary journey of my restaurant menu. So let's start things off with an aperitif to welcome you with open arms. I'm the final speaker, so that might be a relief to some of you. I want to introduce my delicious journey with an appetizer. For this, I want to thank my mom and my dad for your kind words, and my sister. You've done more than you know. The love and kindness that our parents show us and nourishes us to be able to accomplish great things. I also want to remind you that this is our parents' first time in life too. As we enjoy the taste of success, we should have an entree of advice. Often after dinner, me and my dad philosophize about things, often when my mom is not home. For example, that life's a funny recipe. Humans are strange creatures, always craving happiness. Oops. Yet we often do things we don't enjoy. We sacrifice present joy for a shot of future joy. We often work day and night, struggle, and invest time and money, all in our pursuit of happiness. Just like in the kitchen, life serves unexpected challenges. Embrace them with flexibility and creativity. Remember, the most beautiful dishes come from a pinch of courage and experimenting, and also maybe a dash of Pinterest. For the main course, let's taste the delightful motivational quote soup. For my journey has been seasoned with unforgettable experiences, like road trips with wonderful company. As I step into the next chapter, here's a quote from Pinterest actually. In life's recipe, believe in yourself as the main ingredient. You're the master chef capable of cooking up perfection. Remember, confidence is the best season that brings out your full potential. Embrace your uniqueness, stir in your experiences, and create something extraordinary. Let's finish the main course and let's dig into the good old times. In this appetizing bowl of memories that will stimulate your taste buds, from laughter-filled classrooms to successful moments, like the time when Mr. Staley would come up with cute and innocent names for chemistry tests and make us less nervous or stressed, or when Miss Callahan would take us to the store for a little treat with ice cream after to the coop. These moments have spiced up our lives. Carry these cherished moments wherever life takes you, like a takeaway snack that never goes bad. Now it's time to clear the dishes from the main course and let us move on to the dessert. So I hope you save some room for the sweet treat of hope and excitement. I should need to drink something. My dessert is like a delicious finale, blending nostalgic good times with a big scoop of successful future. Think of it as the sugary fuel that keeps dreams in a sugar rush. This dessert makes me think of the time I was a kid and told everyone that I wanted to be a veterinarian and rescue all kinds of animals. It's funny that I went from wanting to be a veterinarian, then wanted to work in the military, then to a fashion designer, and then to become a chef. So I've been wanting a lot of things throughout my years, and I hope chef is my last decision. Once dessert is finished, I would like to conclude the speech with a digestive. Today, I stand before you to express a heartfelt appreciation for our remarkable teachers, the unpraised heroes who shape our minds and light our potential. Your dedication, knowledge, and support have given me the confidence to aim high and chase my dreams. On behalf of every student at QSI who has had the privilege of learning from you, I want to say thank you so much for everything. To my incredible family, I'm forever grateful to your love and guidance. Mom and Dad, you've been my guiding light and always there with strong love, support, and wisdom. Your sacrifices have paved the way for my dreams, and your belief in me has given me strength. Thank you for shaping me into who I am today. To my amazing sister, you are not just my sibling, but also my partner in crime. Your presence has filled my life with joy and purpose. The memories we've shared are priceless. Thank you for being an amazing sister and my best friend. And to my extended family, thank you for your love and support. I'm truly blessed to have such an incredible family. And thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, for being able to be here today. I love you so much. To my fellow seniors, graduates, I want you to move forward into the world and make a difference. Each of us holds the power to leave a lasting mark. Let us embrace our dreams, fill them with passion, dedication, and kindness. Together, let's create a brighter future, one filled with love and compassion. I would then like to write my heartfelt appreciation toast to each and every one of you for being part of my journey. Thank you for the memories we have made over the years and for lending me your ears during this speech. May our lives be filled with mouth-watering experiences and endless joy. Let me know when you would like to pay the bill. And yes, everyone will get a discount. Thank you.
Are you ready? Maximilian and, oh, sorry. Sorry.
We're so eager. Graduates, please rise. I've carefully reviewed the academic records for this year's graduating class. I hereby certify that all students receiving their diplomas today have met or exceeded the requirements set by Quality Schools International for graduation.
Maximilian and. And Selena Anderson.
I would also like to ask Albin Font to join us up here. Of course. Albin has studied a 3-year higher education preparatory program called the Technology Program. His program specialization is information and media technology. He learned a lot by studying online. Most importantly, he learned that asking for help is okay. He learned to make a plan, stick to the plan, work hard, never give up, and complete one step at a time until you're done. As of May 25th, 2023, he turned in his diploma project, met his teachers for a presentation on June 1st, goal reached. He received his diploma certificate. Albin didn't officially attend our school at QSI, although he did spend a lot of time within our building. He is and has always been a part of this community, and I want to congratulate him with the rest of our graduates. Thank you so much. Okay. We've recognized the accomplishments of our graduates. Now, we would like to recognize the loving support of their parents. I didn't want to introduce this. Sorry. This was created by QSI, our QSI documentary film class for the students.
What's one word you would describe Max?
Gangster. A giraffe.
Argumentative. Be funny. One way to describe Selena.
A lot of hair. Special. And quiet. New tongue is intelligent.
I'm smart. Yeah. Unique style. Smart.
So smart.
So when I think about these 3 students graduating, I have a similar thought for all of them. And that is, first of all, they are so different from each other. Of course, they're good friends, and I have a soft spot in my heart for all of them. But I think the way they see the world and the way they live their life is so different from each other. And so mostly I'm just super excited for them and super curious to see where they take the world and the path they choose. Here in the United States, people come from similar backgrounds and they mostly all have similar ambitions. And so when you think of them graduating, you kind of expect they're all going to take a similar path. But I think these 3 students, they have some crazy things ahead of them. So when I think about that, I'm just excited to see where they go.
So with Max graduating, I feel really proud. And of course, it's a little bittersweet because we've always lived in the same country. And now that he's graduating, it means that he's not going to be living in the same country as me, but I'm so proud of him.
I'm excited to see how much he's grown in the last 4 years.
I think he's ready to graduate. He is already a grown-up. He knows what he wants. And so he's ready to close the QSI door behind him.
It's not really emotional.
I'm very excited for him. I know he's excited to go back to Sweden and do his military service.
It's not really emotional.
I feel really excited for him, and I really think he deserves it out of the hard work that he has put in.
Maybe the most notable thing about Max is I believe he is the biggest NBA basketball fan in the country of Hungary. And when I got there, I became the second biggest NBA fan.
So in class, he has been defending his country very well. And so if I may guess, in 10 years, he will be doing that too. Something political, something where he stands out and promotes his country.
So meeting him was a really big step for me, and it helped.
It's not really emotional.
I thought he was an American. I thought Max was an American the first time I met him.
How I feel about Max graduating? Well, he's worked hard. I believe he deserves it.
Max, you are a wonderful friend, and I think that you deserve this graduation, and I can't wait to see you graduate.
It's not really emotional.
He does set his mind to something and pursues that.
He would have the most random comments and questions at the most random times during class.
Just idag är jag stark. Just idag mår jag bra. Bara Kenta, Hammarby.
Max taught me a very valuable lesson early on. Max always does things in his own timing. He does them pretty well. And he very early on said that one of the things that he needed most from people was a little freedom so he could fail and grow.
It's not really emotional.
Well, she always gave me support, and I knew that I could always find a friend when I needed one. She was one of the first people who showed me around QSI, so I'm really thankful for her.
My favorite memory with Yutong is when her mom cooked food for me and she brought it to school, because I would always tell her how good her food looks and how tasty it smells. So I think one day she just decided to bring some for me because I always liked it.
I feel sad because she was only one with Chinese student with me, and it's only one I can talk to Chinese with the person.
Tong is going to be having an art opening somewhere. She's not going to tell us about it. It'll just be, kind of this casual art opening that's going to be really cool.
I'm very happy for her. I'm so excited for her to move on to the next step of her life, because I know she's going to do great.
I think about Yutong. The first thing that comes to mind is the food that she used to bring to school. And it was always a treat.
I remember her coming in as a 9th grader and building up her English skills, and look how far she's gotten.
For Yutong graduating, I know she's going to graduate, and she's been doing good in school. She's been helping me even, so yeah.
Let's talk about her coming in 4 years ago with little English. She picked herself up. She studied really hard. I think she, of all the students, has put in the most hours at home.
I think in 10 years, Yutong will be a famous graphic designer and design video games.
When I first met Yutong, I was afraid of her. I was.
I'm thrilled to see her graduate. I know when she first arrived, she struggled with her English, but boy, she took off with it, so much so that she's taken AP courses this year. She has worked extremely hard to get to the point where she's at, and I'm certainly proud to see her. Certainly proud to see her graduate. I know that her family is proud. I hope she recognizes all that she's overcome just in the last few years.
Well, Selena definitely changed me for the better.
I don't know. She's never with me. She's always with her little boyfriend.
I'm feeling very excited about graduation. I feel like I've been doing good in school and I deserve this graduation because I don't want to do school anymore. I'm kind of tired. And I think all the graduates feel that way.
I would think she would do something with education. I could see her as a teacher, being in the classroom.
Yeah, I'm excited for her. Yeah, I mean, she's been working hard this year. I teach her geometry, and she's been working hard in class. And so, yeah, I'm really excited for her to move on to the next chapter.
After graduation, Selena is going to be the power behind the throne. Somebody is going to get smart and hire Selena as a second in command, a personal assistant, something like that. And she will be responsible for that person's achievement largely.
I can see myself a lot in Selena, where she's a little like quiet, and I was like that too. I think she...
I don't know. She never comes out of her room.
She's very calm. She has a calm nature. Where she'll be academically or career-wise, I'm not certain. She definitely has an artistic talent, an artistic ability, visual arts. And so I hope she's doing something with that. Like all artists, I hope that they pursue it and don't take the route of what's responsible by not pursuing what she loves the most. And so I'm hopeful that in 10 years, she'll be using those artistic abilities that she obviously has.
No, I don't like her. I love her.
See Selena as a songbird. You hear the song, but you don't see the bird. And you're happy for the song. The song means so much to your experience of the forest, but you don't see the bird.
Congratulations on graduating! Congratulations! Happy graduation! Happy graduation! Happy graduation! Good job, class of 2023! All right! Good job!
Thank you, QSI Documentary Film Class, for putting that together. Wasn't that good? So good. I would like to invite all of you to the reception in this next room after this to toast the graduates during the reception. And then we will join the rest of the QSI community at 6 o'clock, 1800, down by the gate. Please wait for the students and staff to depart before joining this reception. Graduates, please rise. Move your tassels right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2023.